Let's call my dog up. Let's call my dog up. Let's call my dog up. Hit the like button on the front end.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. Is that my partner them? Is that my dog and them? It sound like it. Yeah. What's the word with you, player? What's the word? How you doing?
My dog, my guy. I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling? What's good?
Man, life's good. Let me drop the intro, man. Now that my dog all the way popped off and percolating in the building. So, ladies and gents, you know what time it is. Boys and girls, children of all ages. It's a Pittsburgh Steelers alum joining us right now. It's a West Virginia Mountaineer alum joining us right now. In fact, I heard it was almost heaven last time he was round there. But this is also one half of the locker mates, my mother freaking locker mate, and the current defensive coordinator of the Norfolk State University. Oh, behold the green and the gold. Yes, indeed. I'm talking about none other than Terence T.G. Garvin.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, they love you even on a Wednesday. God, dog, that's how you know you big time, bro. When they love you on a Wednesday show, man, you really have made it, man. All right, so salute to you, my dog. Salute to you. Yeah, they over here in the chat. They like, bro, we need a TG emoji for the chat. So whenever you pop up, they can just start spamming your joint. Like, yo, that's Garvin. That's Garvin. So we gonna work on something. All right, I got you.
Emoji,
You know what I'm saying? I got you. I got you. I'm gonna get in the lab. I'm gonna talk with the good three wise men. They gonna get something cooked up for us real nice.
Okay.
All right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. But shoot, man, we got plenty to discuss. So man, we're gonna hop right into this thing. The boss man, Omar Khan, was talking, man, because obviously the combine is going on right now. And while he was there, he was talking about, Broderick Jones, right? And I think we might have brought this up, man, but I just want to make sure that we are clear on it, man. He did officially say that Broderick is going to be moving his talents to the left tackle spot this year. Nice. We know that Dan Moore, like I said, was going to be heading towards free agency, and there was speculation about what direction we was going to go, what was we going to do, but he did say it is very safe to assume that Broderick Jones will be playing left tackle this year.
Nice, I like that.
Okay.
I think that's what he is. That's who he is. We go back home, per se. Let's get out there. You got to get value out of that first round pick. So
I mean, we moved up to 14 to get him, if I remember correctly, right?
Hey,
yeah.
It's time to go now. Got to get it out there.
Now, what are your thoughts on it, though, man, in the sense of anything that makes you excited about the move?
I think it's exciting because he's going back to his natural habitat.
Yeah.
He's going back to who he is, what he is, going back to his natural element position, per se. So, I think that's exciting.
Yeah. And now, with that, though, I mean, for every good, we obviously know we got the flip side to that. What makes you hesitant? I mean, we obviously have seen him play in the league.
Right.
How you feel?
Rough days out there.
That's a nice way to put it. That's a nice way to put it.
Rough days. Yeah. A couple holding calls, questionable holding calls.
There it is. Give me some gray area.
You can call holding every play if you want.
Why don't they then, man? I wish they would. Sheesh. Make our life a lot easier out here.
I think with that is kind of like, the Vetty conversation. Maybe it's one of them. You know what you get, and this kind of feels a little newish. So it's like you feel like you might be getting something, optimistically new with it.
Yeah.
But it could be the same, believe who they tell you who they are type situation.
Oh, no, don't give me that one. I was trying to think only way good with this thing, man. That don't sound good.
Believe who they tell you who they are type shit. So hopefully, getting back to because it's almost a fresh start. And
that's what I was thinking a little bit, right? Like, it's almost like a hard reset. Yeah.
Yeah. So being that first round pick, you get that. You need that. You take that, and hopefully, sometimes it happens like that, and it clicks, and you get your value worth what you invested in it.
I mean, so could somebody, if we were just trying to be real optimistic here, is it kind of like we getting a fresh first rounder for left tackle this year? Is what it sounds like? It sounds like a fresh first rounder, bro.
It's like a fresh first rounder.
Like, I could get behind that because we haven't seen any bad tape from Broderick at left tackle. We have seen zero bad tape there, man. Like, everything we've seen from him was there right.
I support that.
Okay.
And it's a different position.
Completely different.
It's a different
Completely
position.
different. But with that though,
Yeah,
you're dealing with different animals too.
you are.
You know.
Which, I mean, you are.
I'm about to
But I
say
mean,
it's
I
it's
think
you
you
trying
see
to play it,
mutants on that. You see mutants on
man.
both sides though.
You seeing a
You,
handful of guys, largely led by T.J. Watt on the other side.
yeah. I was
It's
just
a
about to say you
handful of
see
them
TJ
dudes.
over there.
Right, that's the poster boy
You'll
for
see
that
Max
though.
Crosby
Is
over there.
TJ
You'll
is
see,
maxing on occasion Trey
yeah,
Hendrickson. Other than that, you
yeah,
know the rest of them they on the other side.
yeah. Miles, you getting Miles
Yeah.
over here. You getting a Micah. You'll get a Micah wherever though.
He
You
go
know,
wherever.
like,
Yeah, he'll go
yeah.
wherever. Yeah.
I think they do a good job at moving those guys nowadays
Yeah.
to where it's not just truly left and right. Like TJ is one of the few that per se do just truly
Stay
play.
on that one side. Yeah.
Yeah, I want this one.
Yeah.
You know,
But as
but
long
most
as he
guys
stays
just
as dominant as he is, that's
gonna
largely
stay where
why
they're gonna
you do
stay.
what you do. It's like, yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
about to trip
so you
you.
feel
You
comfortable.
balling out like that. Keep balling. Yeah.
You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
Not broke.
Yeah, but we would agree though, man. The left tackle position, though, largely because the blind side. I mean, you know what that is, and you dealing
Right,
with the $100 million edge rushers now. That's who you
right.
typically deal with on a week in and week out basis. Anything make you nervous about that, or is it still, man? I feel good about the situation, man. I drafted this kid in the first couple of years ago. We're gonna be all right.
I think you have to be optimistic about it. You
Yeah,
know, like one thing about a first rounder is always optimism. Like
I mean the talent is undeniable.
yeah, the talent's there.
First
So
rounders look freaky.
you know, um, yeah, I think it's also is a it's a heavy word. It's not also just a per se a contract yearish type for him because it should be about that time, but it's like a career year in the
I
sense of
mean, low key, this year
yeah,
3. I mean,
yeah.
it'd be
This
his
is
first year at left, but it'd be his third year. And when you talking about extensions, you talk about 5th-year
yeah.
options.
That's when you start to get into that
This decision year,
territory. Yeah.
yeah.
So this
What you
is
do here is
it's
going to determine everything else.
this gonna say what it is.
Yeah.
This the business shit. Like if it's not it, then it's
Oh,
gonna get ready to move on. You got might
oh.
draft one again. This determine, do they need to go get another one in the draft type? Like
I
which
mean, you right. Even though I feel
yeah.
like it's like to say this would be his first opportunity at left tackle, but when we talk about everything in this writing order, it's like, dang,
It's
it
like a 1
feels
year
like,
prove it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a 1 year. Let's get out there.
But
Let's see what it
because
is.
we've seen you had them 2 seasons at right, good or bad, right, wrong, and indifferent, it's like, yeah, we can't unsee what we've seen either. So
Right.
all of it goes to what you're saying of, yes, put
But
up a shut up time because we're not going to put you back out there, right?
But to his defense, we can't unseen what we seen, and we
And
seen him
that's
put a
also
hat
true.
on that first day.
This is
We
also
can't
true.
unseen what we seen.
Yeah.
You know.
And he still put out, he has enough good tape at right tackle that at worst you still feel like, yo, I got a serviceable dude that can play both. Worst case.
Yeah.
Like, he don't have to be Pro Bowl, he don't have to be All Pro, but I feel like I have serviceable. And that's
But then
still
you're
a part
going to
of it.
draft one.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%.
If
But
that's the
you
case,
know
you're
that
going to
though.
buy one.
But
Yeah.
you find that out after this season. For certain.
I'm with you.
I like that right there. Shout out to the homie right there. All right. Well, sticking with Omar Khan, that wasn't the only person that he talked about. He also had brought up George Pickens, man, because obviously he's been the talk of a lot of speculation this offseason as pertains to whether you would trade him. Is he happy? Does he want to be here? And all these other things. But Omar Khan, he talked specifically about that. He said that the Steelers and George Pickens had a really good exit meeting and that both parties wanted to stick together in terms of staying here long term and that they're working on a contract extension as well. I said, ooh, so how you feel about all of that from Omar Khan in the sense of the good exit meeting between Steelers and George Pickens, them both wanting to keep this thing going? And then obviously you talking about contract extensions. We talking about putting some turkey on it now. All right.
Yeah.
So what's up? What's up?
I love it. Like I'm sure they are having conversations about potentially paying him. You know what I mean?
And a conversation is different than an agreed upon deal.
I think it's definitely conversations about how we can get this done potentially. You know?
You funny, yo. My dog say, look, bro, they might be talking, but it's just talking.
No lie to talk. Yeah, we're
Hey,
talking. We're having good
Russell
conversations.
Wilson said him and the Steelers are in negotiations as well. All right, this is all.
Conversations.
You
Hey,
funny.
let's talk about it. Let's figure out
You are funny.
conversations. Let's figure out what we need to figure out. Like where we at.
Are
What
you
you
tripping or are you not tripping? What
yeah,
numbers
what
you
would you
looking for?
possibly be
All
looking
right,
for?
let's
Yeah, we're having good conversations. If we wasn't able to get you this and we can get you this, how would you feel
we
about
need to
that?
know, are you gonna say something stupid
Yeah.
out your mouth in this negotiation? And that's gonna let us know right now that this ain't what we looking for and we going elsewhere? Or are you gonna
Man.
be open to playing ball and we can make sure this thing works and we can have a great, next couple of years?
Right. But what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna say we're not talking at all. We're talking about something.
We're gonna keep this
Yeah.
thing quiet, all right? We ain't
Yeah,
playing
we're
these
talking
games.
about we'll talk it. We'll
And,
talk.
and yes,
We'll talk.
both parties want to be here, all right? Both us
Yeah,
and him.
we want you here.
I dig it, bro. I can definitely dig it,
Yeah.
man.
It's
Yeah.
not even to be like that. If we put it out there, we want you here. It's not like this.
It's got to be quiet, right?
Yeah, it's definitely mutual.
He said, "Yo, if I say it on the front end, there is nothing that you're gonna say, GP, to go
Yeah,
against this. And
it's
if you do, you seen Kenny, you seen how that played out. You're not about to do
Come
that.
on.
So you know what
Mutual-
this is.
Mutual is would you if we gave you 10, would you take that? Like, no, that's mutual. Like we both have interest.
Hey, look,
We have
you don't
interest.
dictate the combo. I'm dictating the
Yeah.
combo. All right.
Yeah.
If I
We
tell
have
you,
interest.
are you open for an $8 million extension? 8 a year that works for you? You said that doesn't work. We're talking. Then we're talking, and that's that.
talking.
We're talking. All right. I give you
We're
eight
in
and a half. Does 8.5 work for you? Then I'm not you're on my terms.
We're in negotiations.
He said, but I ain't asking what you wanted. I ain't asked for that. This is what I'm willing to offer you right now. You tell me if this is good or not. Yeah, that's real, man. Because I was literally, man, when I saw that report, I'm like, I like the fact that they both want to be here. But when I saw the contract extension talk, I'm like, whoa, how did we get there? That I feel like we like fast forwarded through a lot because it felt like the convo prior to this new information was, are you keeping him or not? Or are they moving on from him or not? What's that situation
Right.
looking like? So this does seem like a hard, 180 in the opposite direction when this is coming from the general manager.
I mean, but I just don't want it to come off the wrong way. I don't think it's saying nothing.
It's saying a lot though, and it's saying nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
Because if they don't say this, it gets louder with GP, the potential for him to feel internal pressure and maybe make, a comment that he might second guess down the line. All of that gets nicked in the bud by them just simply coming out and being proactive with it. This is no different than when we say with like the player side, when it's like, yo, it's a rumor happening with a player. We say, man, you can get on social media, you can do a podcast, you can do something to get the message out there to clear it up. If you sit there and allow it to keep going, you might be wanting it to keep going, you know what I mean, so to speak. So I do see what you're saying with that, man.
Don't give it no life.
Yeah.
Don't give it no life. We're gonna kill it right now.
But the thing that's frustrating though is this though. And granted, I could see their technicality being that, well, he's under contract, whereas these other two guys aren't. But we get this clarity on GP that they, are talking with him. They want him. He wants to be here and they're working on an extension. But here we are, man, 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from free agency, and we still don't even know. All right, which quarterback y'all like more right now? Is it Russ or is it Fields? Which one you negotiate with? We just heard that we hear reports from everybody outside of the organization, but internally, all we've heard was Mr. Rooney says, I want to prioritize Fields and Russ. I want either one or two of them back. I don't think both come back. You got Coach Tomlin saying, the reports about him were from Jay Glazer, who once again is an outside party, but it was still from Jay, who we know is connected with Coach T.
Right.
They're going in a different direction from Russ and maybe or likely to be going a different direction from Fields as well. So you hearing all this stuff, it's like, man, we get this clarity on this player. Why can't we get clarity on that guy?
But they haven't said nothing. They haven't said that.
Right, but by not saying it, they're saying a lot at the same time.
But they haven't said anything by not saying. No, they haven't said anything. They haven't they haven't said it.
We are completely down the middle right now. No different than we were 2 months ago. It's like, yo, who we talk about who we leaning towards. But it's like, bro, we just no new information about that though. None.
I get you, and I get because
And it's the quarterback. You know we got to get this done. It's the quarterback.
It's the quarterback. It's everything.
You don't think Justin Fields would be happy if this was the same way we just said this about GP? Right? Hey, I'm leading the negotiation, but I'm gonna get this on the front end. We're gonna make sure that everything is good with this. Hey, I mean, if it was gonna be Justin Fields, they could take the same approach with that, couldn't they?
Yeah. I mean, they could say something. I'm not gonna lie. They could say something.
At least something, right?
They could say something. They could say something. They could say something. But at the same time, it's like maybe saying nothing is like if you have nothing to say per se, because you just are deciding still, saying nothing is a good move. You know?
Don't put your foot in your mouth. I get it. I get it.
You don't gotta say nothing then. Let's let it develop. We'll figure it out.
I suppose. But you know how we want it. We want the information now, man. I'm tired of waiting. Why are you making us wait this long, man? Jeez. But just to wrap this thing up a little bit, as it pertains to GP, I did want to specifically talk about this here contract extension. If it was going to be a contract extension, we did get a new contract that just dropped. That was yesterday or Monday. The receiver in Buffalo, Khalil Shakir, he's a slot now, but he got was it $15 million per year is his average. I think it was like 4 years, $60 million extension. What are we looking at framework wise for a guy like GP if we're talking about really committing to an extension at this stage?
What'd you say he getting?
The dude in Buffalo, he's getting 15 a year. And I personally thought that was a little bit lower, but when you just look at the 1,000-yard mark, flirted with it, but hasn't consistently been past it. And when we look at GP,
you gotta get GP more than that.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. You see what I'm saying? Because with DJ, Deontay Johnson was getting 16, if I remember correctly, when we gave him his deal.
Yeah, he's.
Or was he 18? He might
around
have been
that
18.
20 range.
Yeah,
he's around that 20 range.
Okay,
20, 21 range.
Because I'm like, I don't feel like we're putting him in that 30-ish talk just yet. But that's who we project him to be, that type of guy.
Yeah, we're not giving him quite 30.
Can't give him that just yet, right?
Yeah,
I need a 1,300 out you first if I give you one of them.
Yeah, 20, 21, 22. 21, 22. You might, and it might be one of them, honestly. Let's do have these talks now, because when you do go crazy, I need to do.
I mean, listen, as much as I love that, and I think that that's the smart business approach, I feel like the way that these young dudes are operating today, they don't care about that, bro. They taking their money on the front end, and they still asking for the re-up when they hit that. They like, hey, bro,
I feel that.
It's time. Yeah, and I'm like, I like it. I ain't knocking it, but I just think that mindset of why it's more, I guess, beneficial to reach out to these guys earlier. I just don't think we getting the same, like, return on that like how it used to be. It used to be, yeah, you get the dude now, he ain't gonna be tripping in 2 years, he gonna still be under that contract. Now these dudes be a year into the deal talking about y'all sit out.
And
you
they
like,
give
bro,
me more.
what? You like, bro, you just did 1 year, bro. Like, come on. So that's my part. You know what I mean? When I'm thinking about GP, I'm like, hey, bro, I don't see him being like, hey, bro, y'all got it to me on the front end, I'm gonna chill right here. No, I think he gonna be like, hey, bro, you gave it to me then. Nah, it's time to hit it again. You know how I go. Yeah. Yeah. Dudes be like, I'm done with them in year one. Be like, yo, you ain't got 12 months into the joint. You 10 months into the I need to re-up. Like, come on, bro. So yeah.
Nah, bro. Yeah. Which is, it's the world we live in.
It
Transfer
is.
portal.
All right, facts. What a time. What a time, man.
Transfer portal.
My man say, yo, I ain't got to deal with your nonsense, man. If I don't like you, I don't like you. All right, I'm out. Period. I ain't got to stay here and deal with this. No. All right. Well, jeez. All right, next one we will go to, well, you know what? Since Omar's down at the combine, we'll stick with the combine, man, because we did get reports about some meetings that have been taking place down there as well, man. Coach Tomlin and the Steelers did meet with Ashton Jeanty, running back from Boise State. Do tell, how do you feel about seeing the Pittsburgh Steelers meeting with Ashton Jeanty down at the NFL Combine? You know, that's a running back. He played running back, and they ain't supposed to touch no running backs. Not early. And they say he first round type. How you feeling about this meeting?
Yeah, that's okay. I think that's a good one. You know, I think they're definitely in the market for a running back. I don't know that Jeanty's just a first round running back though. You know?
Whoa. No, I'm not with you on that. No, I'm not with you on that. We gonna have to. You can't just throw that out there and just gloss over that one. Now, what you mean?
He's a first round running back? Like, I mean, I like.
You said Jeanty, he's not a first. Do you feel like he's not?
It's not that I don't feel like he's not. I just think that goes back to that combo of do you get a running back in the first? I think if you do get a running back, he is the running back.
Is he a running back or is he a playmaker? How would you categorize?
He's a running back to me. And not to be like this.
Okay,
and I'm sure
okay, let's talk. All right.
But I feel like that Penn State game tells you how much he's a running back. Like, it's only so much a running back can do. We'll hold this down to he had a tough 60-something yards.
And I would agree with you on that. But what if, to play devil's advocate, at the NFL level, there aren't Boise's versus Penn States. At the NFL level, it's Penn State versus Ohio State. It's we pretty much equal, and it's maybe a one or two guy being the difference. So now, if it is that same caliber O line versus D line, and you throw Ashton Jeanty out there, I do think it's different.
Yeah.
For example, I look at the backs at Ohio State, right? Quinshawn Judkins and Travion Henderson. You don't think Jeanty running behind that? He's cooking board. I think he cooks more than them.
I'm with you. He did great. He had a great year. I think his intangibles make him what he is in a sense of he breaks a lot of tackles. He's got low center of gravity.
I like the contact balance.
I don't know what he's gonna run. He's a 4.3 guy, 4.4 guy.
I think he's 4.4. I don't think he's 4.3. I don't see 4.3. I think 4. I think 4.48. Because Najee ran 4.4, bro. Think about it.
I don't know if he's a 4 guy.
I don't see him get caught when I watch him break. I see him get into the zone. And to me, that was kind of like my gauge. I look at some of these backs like the man from UNC, Amarian Hampton. I'm like, I see you get caught. So I don't look at that as like fast. But granted, he's a bigger body. I don't see a lot of Jeanty getting caught when he's in open field. But granted, we know he was playing Boise State ball. That's a little bit different class of talent. He looked good in the Oregon game, though. And that was obviously higher pedigree defenders out there. But that's part of my concerns with him as well is, how fast is your fast? Because you're not out there with SEC speed. When I'm watching some of these other backs, I know the caliber of athletes that's out there chasing them. You know what I mean? Like that's a legitimate part of the question. And that was part of why people look at that Penn State game and, we all say that. It's like, yeah, bro. All right, I can dig it. Like, yeah, there are going to be some question marks. But I just think that, man, if we're actually making that Boise team a class like the Penn State team, I think it's a different convo. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's as lopsided as that was. It looked like you the nicest dude around here, but the rest of your guys aren't good enough to handle their guys.
I'm with you. And I'll accept that.
But he is... It's not a defining characteristic like Chris Johnson. It don't look Chris Johnson fast.
Yeah, when you say first round running back, to me, you're saying somebody that just changed everything.
He don't do that to you though. Like he looked good, but it was Boise.
I think he's nice.
So
I think he's nice.
If this production was at Georgia, does that change how you view him?
That might change a lot of stuff.
If you saw him at USC, if you saw him at Penn State, if he was at Ohio State, I think that all of us have a different perspective on him.
It's almost, and I hate to be like that, but it's like I've just never seen, because he got off against everybody he played against. I'm like, who
was he going against? Yeah, I'm with you.
Who he playing against? Like,
and the one game that they bring up as a positive is Oregon, and my rebuttal is it was one game and it was early in the season. It was one time.
But I'll give him that. You know, I don't even take that away. I give
Yeah.
him that. I just don't. He like,
The
and it's
reason why I don't
me,
give
and
it to is because the Penn State one. I'm like, well, when it happened the second time, it looked different. You didn't
and
cook. Yeah.
but I only speaking for me in the sense of like when I watched him, what I've seen,
Yeah.
and it's different film guys that know things.
Mm-hmm.
You
Talk your
know a
talk.
lot of great things.
Talk your talk.
But simply like when I look at it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't just look at it and say, "Oh yeah, that's a first round." It just don't do that for me. You
Hey,
know,
I
I don't.
love your eyes because, hey, I
Mhm.
know you hunted this down for a living. I already know what you
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So I'm like, if
But
you
I
don't see
mean,
that, then I could dig what you might not be seeing. But also, I think
he
what,
got.
go ahead,
He's a
my bad.
guy.
Yeah.
He's a guy, and you can't deny what he's done. I think the thing about the league, what makes it weird is sometimes, and the only thing I say, just because you've done it, I know this might come off crazy. That don't
Talk
mean
it.
that's what you about to go do.
Oh,
Like he's
yeah.
intense. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like I'm just like the the skill set of the car. I just don't see that. Like similar, not to be like that, but similar to Najee. Like when I see Najee, like yes, he was a first round running back, but I was just like, I just don't see
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
the small
Yeah.
trait that's like, okay, that's gonna work. Like
Mm-hmm.
some guys, you like that's gonna work.
What's your it thing? Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah,
keep him
what's your
alive.
superpower?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
him,
what's your
his
superpower?
superpower is durability. His superpower is he just keeps going forward. With ETN, his was he's a little bit more elusive, a little bit more light, quick footed. But we've seen where it's some negatives associated with that. When we bring up the
Mm-hmm.
Saquons, the the Alvin Kamara's, the Christian McCaffreys of the world, there are some defining characteristics that those guys have. But we also have seen where, yeah, they do got some negative about it, whether it is availability or things like that. But I can see what you're saying with Jeanty. I can see what you mean by that. Okay. Dang. I wasn't expecting that, bro. I was not expecting that, man. I thought that you would see him as one of them Bijan types, man. Because I do feel like with Bijan, he had more home run speed, and I think his lateral was stupid, but he was also at
Mm-hmm.
Texas. So we were seeing
Mm-hmm.
him versus Texas type schedules. So
Yeah,
you felt a lot better about it. You like, yo, I know this
yeah.
comps because that guy's gonna be on Sundays. When he jukes
I
this
seen
linebacker,
Bijan.
this is dude that's gonna be starting. That's a second round draft pick
Man,
linebacker. He just juked out his shoes, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's real. That's real life right there. Respect.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah. Yeah. The quality of opponent
Mhm.
does matter. Even though as a small school guy myself coming out, I didn't like that. I was a hater on it. I do agree it does matter to an extent.
Mhm.
All right. It matters until it doesn't matter. So until he proves that it doesn't matter, it does matter right now. All right. Because, yeah, we're going to have to see that one. All right. Respect. Now, the other one that the Steelers had officially had a meeting with was the interior D lineman nose tackle from Michigan, Kenneth Grant. How you feeling about the big boy nose tackle?
55.
Yeah. Is that 5'5"? Was that
No.
no. The other one's 5. I think that was Mason Graham was the 5'5" one.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
no,
That's the other boy. That's the other boy. Yeah. Yeah, I did, because I know you talking about 5'5" was stupid out there. I know you talking about.
Because I was
Yeah.
kind of like initially, I'm like, how they gonna get that? Like,
Yeah.
that's you don't.
That's supposed to be
you
going
can't get
early.
those. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
top 3.
That's
top
supposed to go
4.
early.
That's what I'm like, hey, what?
Yeah. Like I said,
It's-
that's the one that we would love to have. But if that one
Yeah.
isn't available, this the
No, the
other
other.
one. This the 78, the other one.
The other one.
You funny. He said, "Yo, 5'5". No, not 5'5". We wish it was
I thought
5'5".
you see,
You a sicko,
you
bro.
See, I broke it down.
He said, "I know
55.
5'5". I know that
Yeah,
one.
exactly
We
what
like
you're talking about.
you cut 5'5" table. You like, hey, bro. I done seen enough. We'll take him. We'll find a place for him. I like him. All right, he's good. Yeah. But the other one, how you feel about the other one, man? The big body dude, man. Like I said, more of a true like interior nose tackle type vibe with him, man. But the Steelers met with him. Obviously, we might be in the market for some D line. How you digging him?
I'm okay with that. I know they got to get a D lineman. I don't think you'll get that. That's not a first, second. That's the 3rd round. That's the 4th round.
You see, this the tough part. This is kind of like you coming down the stairs on Christmas morning. You thought that box was the Xbox. They put the Xbox. They put it in the Xbox box, and then you open it up, and it was just like, it was just some DVDs. You like, yo, this still a cool movie. Like I still like it, It's still cool.
This isn't what I find.
What I want though. I thought it was something else, bro. Like just hearing your whole mood, your whole temperament, your whole excitement, bro.
But he didn't say it was this.
When you thought it was Mason Graham, when you thought it was 5'5", bro, the way that you lit up, oh man, the enthusiasm in your voice, oh man, it just hit so good. You was like, oh, 5'5", like I could hear the excitement when you spoke on him, bro. And I felt bad to be like, no, it ain't that one. It's the other guy. But now he was just like, I mean, yeah, I guess he cool. I mean, yeah, I suppose I could work with him. I mean, if I had to, it ain't the end of the world.
We're gonna get one in the second.
Oh man.
We don't have to do that.
It'd be like that sometimes, man. It'd be like that, man. Yeah. But yeah, obviously, yeah, if we could get the other one, yeah, we will be counting our lucky stars and being very grateful for that one, man, because yeah, 5'5", one of them ones, he changed your whole outlook. He changed everything about how you look up front, man. Yeah. But in a nutshell though, with Kenneth Grant though, true nose tackle type, man, it still works, can still be productive, still be efficient. And when you're talking about what our LBs, the Peyton Wilsons, the Patrick Queen types, keeping them clean would help them out even more. So that's the one part that at least I was a little bit more optimistic about. My dog, like his balloon, just he just let go of the balloon and it flew away. He's like, no, man. Like, I guess I got like 2 free hands now. I guess that's cool, but I really wanted that one. I really wanted that balloon though, bro. Like, I like it, bro. I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Shout out to the homie TG Terence Garvin in the building, man. If y'all digging what we on tonight, hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I like, man, when you take some time too, man, to get away from your planning a championship unit down there at Norfolk State. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you on that, all right? Alrighty.
We trying, man. We just got, have meetings and everything, man. We're straight into it with you. Let's do it.
Hey, look, man, I already peeped you. I was like, yo, he on the move. He's going. I dig it though.
Football,
Hey, I like it, man. Hey, take it back to the old school time, man. Hey, you know what? What's next on the schedule? All right, we here there? All right, bet. Let's go. All right, what's next? All right, bet. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. So shout out to my dog. But I did want to go back though, man, because obviously, we're talking about these type of players that we're meeting with. One being a running back, one being a D lineman, and we're gonna obviously get even more reports about, wide receivers we're meeting with, etc. But we know there is this ideology that you're not supposed to take running backs in the first round, but it's okay to take a D lineman in the first round, right? And what I'm trying to figure out is, how do we feel? I mean, even when we're talking about some of these players now, granted, Ashton Jeanty, you don't feel is a first round talent. But with some of these running backs that some people look at as first round talents, right? When you hear about Omarion Hampton, people talk about him as, that could be a first round guy. I've seen people bring up Caleb Johnson from Iowa, saying that he could potentially be a first round guy. We obviously know Ashton Jeanty, national media wise, a lot of people do anticipate him being a first round guy, but it still seems as if that is so taboo. But we'll take D linemen or guys that we necessarily don't think are as good as their position in the first and don't think anything of that. Why is that to you, man?
That's a tough one. So wait, give it to me one more time. So hold on.
So for example, right?
Yeah.
As we're looking at, just thinking contract wise, right? Najee versus a number 2 wide receiver. You could be a number 2 wide receiver, have never crossed the 1,000-yard threshold, and we're gonna pay you $12 to $13 million and not think twice about it. We look at Najee, we say, bro, worst case, you're a top 15 running back that has had 1,000 yards every single season. You don't fumble, you don't miss games, and we talking about, bro, I got 7 or 8 best case for you
on a good day.
You catch what I'm saying? Why is that, bro? I'm still trying to get with the business side of it. But as we sit here and we talking just player for player, the production element of it, why is it okay to take a D lineman who we don't think is like that versus a running back that we would all say, we think he is like that?
But I can't look at it at
because you said a big word, player to player. It's not
Okay.
player to player production. It's not that. It's more of, I mean, but it's the position, man. That running back position is
But it
just,
matters though. We gonna say
it
that, but then we
does.
say it matters.
But I can get me they can go get me a little, like, I can put Debo back there if it get weird, like, like, I can, I don't know, man. Like,
But then we gonna bring up the Saquons and the Derrick Henrys and what they done. We see what
but
Bijan's doing in
Saquon,
Atlanta. It's like,
but
bro,
Saquon and Derrick
Josh
Henry aren't,
Jacobs, you know
those
what I'm
aren't
saying?
running backs. Those are weapons. Those are different, you know?
Man.
Those are different. Those aren't running backs. They're weapons,
Do
you
we
know?
have anything close to what you would deem a weapon at the running back spot in this year's draft?
hmm
Do you see any
Uh,
weapons?
at running back,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's some weapons out there. It is a weapon or two, but you know,
Yeah,
I
because that's
mean,
my whole thing. I'm just like, when we're talking first round or we're talking about who you paying, we all say the same thing. But when we look at some of these other positions and these dudes getting paid, it's like, bro, this dude ain't nice at his position and this dude is at his position. And we would all agree we use this dude more. But
right,
the conversation and the whole thought process, you're not supposed to pay him. You're not supposed to draft in the first round either. But yet we gonna still say that we need these dudes and that they impactful. So here we
right,
are. And I feel like, man, I just get stuck in that, like, it doesn't make sense part.
yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't. It's the position, man. The position is just, it's tough. Like, it's just a spot where you just feel like you can put somebody there. And not to say it's under, just like, because those guys are just weapons. Like Saquon, if you take a bad step, it's gone.
But he still play running back. He's still a running back.
He's a weapon though.
I'm like, man,
He's a
that's a
weapon.
running back. Derrick Henry, that's a running back, man. Them running backs, man. All right, man. RB's back. They matter again, man. Let them live.
Yeah, but he's just a weapon, bro. Like,
Okay.
they're different.
Weapons, separate
There's running
category.
backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's running backs, and then there's weapons. Those are weapons.
Respect. All right. Whew. Next thing we got to talk about then. Jeez. Running backs and weapons. I'm really surprised you ain't think Jeanty was a weapon like that. But at the same time, hearing you talk and knowing that you was one of them super athlete linebacker, big safety type, I can see what you seeing. You like, yo, he ain't got enough juice to you. Whereas
hmm
us phone booth type of dudes, we like, hey, bro, that look juicy enough. He look like got some juice, man. I ain't tripping on that. You know what I mean? So I can see what you seeing and why you might see it differently than, me over here. So respect on that. All right.
hmm
All right. A name that had popped up, man, actually multiple times now, man. A little bit after me and you talked on Monday, and then we've seen it come up again even today, man. Talking about Jair Alexander. We obviously know over in Green Bay. Reports are obviously that, he's available, man. The Packers are open to moving him. Still has 2 years left on his deal. 2 years, $37 million remaining. So about 18 and a half per year. He's 28 years old. But obviously we know that the way that this past season ended, it got weird in Green Bay. I'm not sure if you remember the whole Carolina Panthers game, man. He went out for the coin toss. He wasn't supposed to be out there. And then,
hmm
and it was talking spicy in the post game in
I
the locker
was.
room. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But what's your thoughts on Jair Alexander, man, and your overall interest level in him in terms of him joining the squad, man?
I'm a Jair fan. Like, I like Jair. I like his game a lot. I like how he play. He's competitive. He get
He's
after
super
people.
competitive.
Yeah, like, I even he's like, he makes me laugh. I enjoy watching him. I just enjoy his
He's
game.
funny.
I enjoy how he acts.
He is funny,
I'm
bro.
I'm a Jair fan. Like, I'm part of the nation. Like, He's got a fan with me. So even when he went out there to the coin toss,
You are
I
sick.
loved it.
You a
I
sicko, bro.
loved it. I was on because
Of course you
the
would
way
love it,
he
TG. Of course you.
the way he didn't blink about it, like they
Hey, he
must
was
have just
locked
forgot.
in. He said, "Yo,
They
that's on
forgot
y'all.
me,
They
so I went
messed
out
up."
there.
Said, "I know. I ain't forget this. They messed up. I got y'all.
And
Yeah,
he
I'm
didn't
from here.
blink.
I'm
Like,
from here."
I'm from here. He didn't.
Hey, bro. My
I'm
man
here
really
for it.
said, "Yo, I figured y'all forgot, so I just went. I'm from here, bro. I'm
I
from North
figured y'all didn't
Carolina.
know
Ain't
what to
no way."
do, so I handled it for you. Come on, man.
TG, you
Come on,
would like
bro.
that type of player. TG, come
Good boy,
on,
you
bro.
know I like that.
TG, I know you like that type of player, but
You know
TG,
I like
bruh,
that.
that is wow. That is
You know.
wow, bruh. That's
It
what
is
I'm
not even that I
saying.
like
That
that
is
type of play.
wow, man.
It's more if you got the heart to go do something like that and you come play quarter for
Hey,
me,
look, look, look,
that
look,
means
look.
you are fearless out there. You not
Hey,
blink.
TG had the audacity to throw the shades on in the locker room
Do the
post
shades
game.
on like
Post
they
game,
must
like,
have
hey,
forgot.
I know I'm nice. Hey, I say, yo, that's crazy. And
Really.
yo, this is nuts too, bro. I don't know why it just popped up on my TV. They got the Patriots Steelers game, man, the opening joint. You remember from back in the day. Yeah, that one, bro.
Okay.
I was like, hey, that's 5-7. I see my dog out there. Let's get it, man. Let's
Okay.
get it. Shout out to the
Make a
game.
play,
Shout out
man.
to the game, man. Shout out to the
Make
game,
a
man.
play.
But yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm just like, man, that is a different type of loud though, bro. When you can do that for the coin toss, first off, it ain't like we talking about, let me just sub myself into the game and take you out the game and it's a package. Bro, this the coin toss. This is loud, bro. Everybody's lights, cameras, actions, bro. So with the off season or with the off field things, shades in the locker room included, talking spicy about anybody and everybody. As it pertains to his on field play, his on field production, how you feel about him?
You love him. You know? Um one of the few that's truly
Say it. Mm-hmm. Say it.
gotten with Justin Jefferson. One of the
Say it.
few he's
Say it.
lockdown out there. He's a good time.
Justin
Yeah.
Diggs. He got a list. I
Yeah.
didn't
I done
seen him
seen
go
him
with some
lock a lot of
ones.
stuff up.
Yeah. He didn't win some
He
ones,
very
man.
he get Diggs a tough day. He done gave
Uh-huh.
him a tough day. And he barks.
He
He
gonna
barks.
talk. He ain't backing down from nothing. He meet you at the locker. You coming out your locker room. He ready. What's up, bro? From the super duper early warm up, he radioing you, bro.
Come on. So I'm a fan. I like his game a lot. I like the whole. He was really respect. Jokingly, you the first one I seen just totally seatbelt. Like he made it look dope. Like
Yeah, it
I
was
put the
hard. It was
seatbelt on
hard.
dude. So just I like his
He
flow.
got
I
true
like his
he got
game.
true man, like number one corner energy, bro. Like he's swaggy. He believe it. Yeah.
I like his game. I think he can play. I think another name don't sleep on DJ Reed.
Oh
I
yeah, I've
heard that
seen him
name
one.
like
Yeah, I've seen him.
don't sleep on DJ competes. DJ will be a really good Steeler. He's competitive. He's one of them like he's kind of give you a Revis body type, like a get after you,
Okay.
beat you up at the line, compete. I think he's a Steeler. Like when you're looking for the corner, obviously Jair's the big name, but I think like a DJ Reed come in here and that's a steal. That's a guy. That's a playmaker. That's a guy.
I mean,
That's a
you
guy.
talked a lot. We talked a lot about Jair Alexander, his situation, and what we like / don't like about him. Let's talk some DJ Reed though. I mean, obviously, this is another dude, man. He's been playing opposite of Sauce Gardner, and we know that's been more of the bigger name. But we've also watched Jets games, and we've said, yo, that dude opposite Sauce is nice. He's physical as heck. He knows how to play this name, man. So what do you see when you see DJ? You obviously brought up a little bit of the Revis body type. Is he Revis man to man to you? Is he more zone off ball? What we
He's more
getting with that
man.
type of dude,
He's a
man?
man. He's a man corner. I think
Inside
with
corner,
both
outside
names,
corner, where we at?
outside corner. Both names you named are outside corners that can man up, compete, and be opposite of. I think Jair. The reason I went DJ instead of saying Jair, I think Jair is the guy.
Okay.
Now I think you're saying words like JPJ is opposite Jair, even though I think Jair is. I mean, JPJ is the best in the league in a sense. I think Jair is a proven best in the league. That's
Okay.
CB1 in a sense. You put that on your guy. Now you got two corners. I think DJ Reed come in, he know how to be that guy opposite corner one that get targeted all day, and he hold up pretty nice. He's proven to hold up.
Yeah.
I think he
And
fits
he's used to
everything
that
you
life
want.
too of being
Yeah.
opposite of that.
That's to the T is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he lived there for so long.
But I guess to just kind of play the devil's advocate with that, speaking of the Jair Alexander and JPJ potential setup, couldn't you essentially look at old school Jacksonville, Jalen Ramsey, AJ Bouye? Or I mean, or even no fly zone when you had your Akeem Talib, Chris Harris type vibe, like where you feel like you got two high end dudes that could play. Like you ain't intrigued in that either.
I think
or is it too high end? Is it too paid in there?
No, it gets no better than that.
That's my thing. I'm like, I think about how that Jacksonville, them corners, we looked at them and he was like, hey, bro, that they special down there.
Yeah, he love you to lock down corners. Like that's the prototype. That's what you want.
Come on now. Yeah,
that's what you want.
Cause I'm like, man, DJ Reed can ball, and we know that he's like, if we were gonna say the perfect number two, he could be the perfect number two corner to JPJ, and we continue to trust in JPJ overall development, ascending, and everything that we hope and wish he could be. But the flip side is like, man, you can say bump that, and now you're going extremely high end when you have a Jair Alexander on one side and then the young JPJ on the other side, and they both got that competitive nature in them. So now you're talking about them competing against each other, but also JPJ still getting that chance to, have somebody that he could be bouncing ideas off of, learning off of, stealing techniques off of, and stuff like that. I mean, you know how it is when you would a vet. Even if you feel confident in your play, it's just certain things that this dude has seen. It's certain things that he's experienced that you could just learn from. So when I think of that, that's what I'm looking at Jair, and I'm like, man, outside of the potential chaos that he brings off the field, I'm like, yo, when it's talking about just balling, like, yo, he's a premier man-to-man corner. Like, he does that. He ain't the best tackler, but he got heart. And that's the other part I like. he ain't gonna knock you back, but he gonna shoot his gun. He's shooting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love it. I think Jair's if you can get whatever, Jair's the guy.
Yeah. All right. Respect on that. Then respect on that. Well, last thing I'm going to have for you, man, before we get up out of here, because like I said, man, I know it's getting on the late end, and I know you on the grind over there, so big time respect, but appreciate you from the heart, as always. You already know that, player. I'm not going to be messy. They wanted me to be messy. Ask you about these report cards today, all right? I know you seen how they was talking about the team and how they talking about ownership. I'm going to stay away from that one, all right? Because we alumni. We don't want no... Hey, look, we don't want no problems, all right? We alumni. We don't want no problems. We love everything about everything, all right? All of it's good. It's a great job. From top to the bottom, all right? We love them all. But,
you ain't going to give a report card on the teacher?
But y'all wildin'. Hey, you said if the students y'all get the grades, I don't care if it's anonymous, y'all still gotta go to the classroom, right? Oh, all right. You say less. You tripping. Everything good, boss man. Just keep the check coming, man. I just keep the check coming. Straight up, bro. I saw y'all playing, bro. Y'all tripping. Hey, TG, it's anonymous. What you want to complain about? Not a dang thing. All right. Just the check hit every 2 weeks. The check hit, right? Nah, I ain't got no issues, baby. Just keep the comments coming, man. Keep them coming. Nah.
Everything's good, bro.
Straight up, bro. But did want to ask, man, obviously when we've talked about some of these quarterbacks, some of these backup quarterback, or just even competing for starting quarterback options, we have heard a plethora of names. We've talked about a lot of names, but another name that has popped up that me and you haven't talked about just yet that I do want to get your thoughts on, man. My man was down there in Dallas the past 2 years. Former top 5 pedigree pick, was out there in that Shanahan system as well. I'm talking about Trey Lance. How are you feeling about Trey? A couple years ago, he was the main man coming out of North Dakota State. Man, here we are now, a couple years removed. San Fran has successfully forgotten about him thanks to Brock Purdy. And, looks like Dallas is moving on from him as well because Jerry Jones said that, he's going to be moving on from him. So when Jerry Jones said, he ain't got to guess it no more. So here we are. How you feeling about Trey Lance, though, man? Is that somebody that you're intrigued by, and you think he would be worth potentially bringing into the black and gold?
Yeah, I'm not mad at Trey Lance. I think if you shoot at Trey Lance, you should shoot at Tyrod Taylor.
Shout out to my dog Tyrod, but they two different groups though. But talk to me though. Why do you say that?
But they the same flavor in the sense of player 2, QB2, that is at their time. If you're gonna shoot at Trey Lance, shoot at Tyrod. You know, I think Trey Lance is the B version of that. I think.
Well, I do like you said that he's the B version as you was referring to Tyrod, because that's from the crib. Shout out to the city. You know what I'm saying? If I got to take a QB, you know I'm gonna take my dog Tyrod, baby. You know what time we on? All right, Super Bowl champ and Pro Bowler Tyrod Taylor. Just make sure you put, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say it, it's addressing the right way. You dig? But I do like what you're saying with that, and I do think if we're saying just surface level, yes. In a vacuum, those are the same caliber of what you're looking for. And if you're going to do that, Tyrod's the more established, the more proven model of that. I agree. What I'm looking at more so, though, is almost a spin off of the Justin Fields approach. With Justin Fields, we think he has all of the intangibles, but we're worried about overall development and consistency going forward. But the thing that we love about him compared to a lot of these older quarterbacks is his youth. So when I look at Trey Lance in comparison to Tyrod, yeah, they both are athletic. They both have nice arms. They both present that dual threat profile. But Tyrod, we know, man, he in his 30s, man. It ain't gonna be a long-term thing with him. That's if we got down bad, an injury, I know he can get me the rest of the season and we can feel good. He's not gonna crash the car. But that's not my long-term. We looking to have you for the future. Whereas when we talk Trey Lance, because of how young he is, very similar to the Justin Fields argument, that's such an intriguing part to him. When you look at the traits that he has, because he can throw, he can run, and obviously was a top pedigree pick. So that's the only thing for me that when I'm thinking of Trey Lance versus Tyrod as QB2, if I'm looking for another potential low risk, high reward option, Trey Lance is the guy that I'm looking at like that. Whereas if I'm just trying to have a surefire, if QB1 go down, I know you got me, I'm going Tyrod. You see what I mean? So like that's kind of how I look at that.
I see what you see. I think if that's the case, and you're going to straight QB2 with a song, then you're looking more like Daniel Jones.
Okay.
With the song.
Yeah.
You know. But I think Trey Lance in terms of that backup, like he's a backup B right now.
So almost like QB3 dang near.
Yeah, like you're looking to go a little bit.
So I think what is it for you that makes you feel like that about him? Is it just the lack of like game snaps, production, or is it just that, yo, man, I just don't think he's good?
I just don't think we've seen the positive yet that we need to see to bump that up that high.
Okay.
Like that's because that QB2 is a person that you got.
You need QB2, bro. QB2 can make or break your season. Heck yeah.
QB2 is like Mason Rudolph's now. Like you know.
You brought up Tyrod. Yeah. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo has been a QB2 of lately right now, bro. Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler. It was
Spencer
Michael
Rattler.
Penix prior to being Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Now Atlanta talking about they might be cool with Kirk being QB2. I'm like, QB2 is a hot seat, bro. Yeah.
QB2 is like, I'm ready to get in the game
right now. The Drew Locks of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Sam Darnold was a QB2 before it got weird, and you see how important it gets for you. Yeah.
You know, like things is like I'm trying to go help right now if I need the help right now.
Now the chat saying that Justin Fields getting that convo too. That's what they trying to say. Justin
Fields has been a QB2.
Yeah.
It's his time now though.
Okay. Respect.
Somebody's gonna give Justin Fields a shot.
1,000%. Somebody will. Heck yeah. I mean, it was funny you brought up Tyrod, and I seen where the Jets, they said internally, some of them were saying that they would be okay if they don't hit on Shador or Cam, just simply rolling back and giving Tyrod another opportunity give him the opportunity to be the guy out there. Yeah, I did. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what you're talking about. I like that too.
Yeah. I mean, you got the proven part with him, man, and he is a high floor player. But that was the part that, like I said, I was surprised you brought him up in comparison to, like I said, Trey Lance, due to the youth, due to, it was a top 5 pick and all the other hoopla that comes with it. You know what I mean?
I wish.
Nah, respect on it then, man. Respect. Well, all right then, man. Shoot. I think that's going to be good for us today, man. I mean, it's been another heck of a week, man. Shout out to you, my dog. Shout out to you, man. But shoot, man, other than that, man, what you got on the back end before we get up out of here? Anything good?
Man, only thing is, man, I don't love these automated first down systems that they about to bring into the game, man. You know what I mean? I like the human nature aspect, that little, let me slide this over a little bit.
You want to break out the index card. I hear you.
It's just ain't nothing like
the suspense.
That pre-game, I need a chain crew.
Yeah.
The humbleness of, hey, you're on the chains today, boss.
Hey, low key, if you work chain crew, heck. The humbleness of working the chain crew, like, hey, humble your stuff. You got to start somewhere, big fella. You got to start somewhere. Hey, you better not get ran over either. And don't mess the yardage mark up, all right? Yardage marker is more important than your health. Just remember that. Talk. My dog say, hey, bro, you gotta humble yourself, all right?
I love it.
Shout out to the change crew, man. Shout out to the change crew.
Don't get rid of the good people, man. Let's keep it human nature.
Hey, change crew, low key. They like to check out people at Walmart, man. You start giving all the self checkouts, man. We losing the good people over there, man. I like the change crew, man. You be like, you know what? You a real one, change crew. You a real one right here, bruh. That was tough. Hey, respect to you on that one, man. Change crew matter, man. The change crew definitely matters. All right. So shoot, man. That's it for you, my dog, though, man. Hey, shout out to you there, man. You know we're Spin the Block. Do it again next week. But as always, definitely appreciate you, bruh.
My dog.
All right, peace. Shout out Terence Garvin right there, man. If y'all was enjoying the convo with the homie, man, don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Always a good time talking with TG, current defensive coordinator of the Mike Vick led Norfolk State University Spartans. Behold, the green and the gold.